Hey folks, and welcome to part 6 of our low-tiered specs making their way through Mythic Plus. Protection Paladin, Holy Priest, Arcane Mage, Marksmanship Hunter, and Feral Druid, all ready to go, so let's get started. Last week we only had time for one run, and this week it's going to be the same. One run only, this time lower at +7, with the affixes Bursting and Necrotic, a first for Selene, our Holy Priest. Previous affixes have tested the DPS a bit, so how will these healer affixes hurt us, if they even do? Well, since we have a junkyard key, I guess it's time to do our third? No. Don't worry. There are other dungeons out there other than junkyard. So, let's see what we have. Really? On Tyrannical 2. Well, it's only a +7. Even if we do completely terribly, we should still be able to 2-chest it, right?
Pull the lever, Kronk!
The fact that Glorious Bird can't go on water.
Yeah.
Can you actually give me
The
another
glorious
tip?
bird did go on water, just the big, majestic glorious bird.
Feels weird to not kill all the trash in this area. I missed
Yeah.
doing that.
I mean, we can do it if you want to go horrendously over mob count.
No, thank you.
Wait, am I specting? I'm specting to Seraphim. This is gonna be fun.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be fun. Don't worry, Carousel, we'll be fine.
The fact that you always carry to check his talents and shit.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
wouldn't
he
see
didn't
me
check
making
it in
any
King's
talent
Rest this
mistakes.
time. I mean, right now it's fine.
I hope you appreciated the fact that we did hold our DPS there without being told
Yeah,
to.
of course, of course. Can you give me another table, please? Sorry, I didn't pick at the start.
It's not like you can eat it anyway, but
No, but I do like to eat right after bursting, so... Right, here we go, let's hear this. I'm pretty sure I can just pull off playing with Seraphim, to be honest, on this key level.
apparently my fail frame cannot maintain this pace, but we'll show him.
Yeah, I have Twilight Devastation, like a real healer.
I mean, I hear that's what my healer on main does, so...
Hey, I mean, it doesn't care whether you're a DPS or not, it's only the health that matters.
I mean, was that boss really bad with Seraphim, Corsair?
No, that's not that boss I was worried about.
Yeah,
No.
it's this pack.
It's also not the boss I would be worried about, to be fair, but I just wanted to reassure you.
I'm just gonna do some fat
Chill.
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 Yes.
I'm a child. That's a good defensive cooldown, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, did we decide using line of sight bursting? No.
No, because it doesn't work. Stop. Probably should have called that
Aw.
earlier. You can just release instantly because you spawn, like, right at the gate.
I didn't even know what happened there.
Bursting.
I called stop a bit too late as well, so...
Bursting.
I used my earth block on the boss rather than the Yeah, sorry I didn't stop in time, my dots were ticking away.
That's an excuse I'll accept from Chag.
Just trying to kill yourself. Kill yourselves.
I'm not, but I was kiting, so...
I wasn't DPSing, I swear.
Me
There-
neither.
No, me neither. There is though, like, it is amazing that even if you do refresh the dot though, often the fact that the healer's been given the time to get it up again can
Might have actually been my blessed hammers that fucked me over there.
Oh, is that these sort of spirally hammers that
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
spiraling around you?
It's what I It's not something I normally spec, but it's something I spec for world questing, along with Seraphim. So that's the shit we're stuck with right now. I also have First Avenger instead of Crusader's Judgment. So
I didn't think First Avenger was that bad.
First Avenger, it's not that bad, but you're giving up Crusader's Judgment for it, and Crusader's Judgment is extra shielded righteous stacks.
Oh, I thought I was going to say I prefer Civil War rather than First Avenger. But then I realised General wouldn't get that reference.
Is it a Marvel thing?
I'm surprised
Yeah,
both of
did
you
it.
understand it.
I know what Marvel is. I don't know much about Marvel, but I know what it is.
I just got a really bad cramp in my forearm. This should be fun.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I mean, I always say I need a banana put in me.
Wait, I've just realised this is a 6, which means we don't even have a necrotic.
It's a 7.
7.
Oh yeah, whoops.
Okay, so Garon can count to 4. Gary can read the number 7.
I read the 6 deaths, and
I read the 6 deaths,
Oh
guys.
man, we did a level 30 key. Wow.
I'm so glad that we're not
Guys.
doing this right.
Guys, anyone remember that workshop key? Man, that fucking plus 120 workshop. What a fucking run.
yeah, it's a shame we didn't time it. We should have got a bounty.
Fuck off! You know what I'm really grateful for right now? This is not sanguine. At least necrotic stacks drop in combat or out of combat now, so it's a big plus.
Well, the question is, can your paladin actually block rocks?
My paladin can block rocks, I just can't control when my paladin actually guaranteed blocks, so... Also, why did I pop Seraphim on this pack? If I'm going to spec something memey like Seraphim, can I at least use it properly, please? Thanks, game. Stop. He says he sends another blessed hammer out.
Bad things are happening.
Fuck. Oh, that is
Where
bad.
did these come from?
Something blessed hammer.
They were too far away for that, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Are we still going?
Fortunately, Curse is a holy priest.
Oh yes, just we can res.
It's not that we can res, that when they die, they just keep healing for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, but he does also need resin.
No. Come on, necrotic.
Hey, I'm glad you got that cooldown for exhilaration available.
Yeah, that was a very good pick right now.
Well, it's still on cooldown right
what?
now.
We've pulled in
Spend
the
more
pack.
focus. No!
We pulled a pack in the corner somehow.
Oh, how
Wow.
do they keep... What?
Well, at least we won't be short on mob count.
Huh. We've already burned out. We should have fucking mob count.
I keep going! I just keep fighting! Thank you. Thank you for the healing.
Why won't you die?
Bubble! God. You know, for the Seraphim build, I'm surviving relatively well with pulls like these. Good lord.
Hey, look, guys, we're up to a +10.
Luckily, you don't need to count to 4 to play Protection Warrior, so...
Do you mean paladin or...
No, I mean Warrior.
Okay.
I do not need to be able to count to 4 to play a Protection Warrior.
Right, so,
It's as simple as that.
so what is it that I interrupt for Watery Dome?
You can spell Steel Watery Dome and kick Salt Blast.
So it actually Master Spell also would work on Watery Dome.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
but, you know,
Why?
because it costs a shit ton of mana.
Fuckers don't pay attention to bursting.
That's true, if I spell Steel Watery Dome, then Just protects me from bursting. The fact that so far this time we struggled more on trash than we have on the tyrannical.
And we haven't even gotten to the difficult bosses yet. Go figure. It's Seraphim time, friends. I mean, you can say what you want, but it is helping on the damage.
That's the main thing.
That's the only reason to spec Seraphim, really. But
Yeah.
Yes, my only memory of Seraphim is the fact that I managed to cheese the tank challenge in Legion. And by cheese it, I mean I managed to get through phase 1 in 40 seconds.
Yeah, that's also what I did on the Paladin, on like item level
heard-
917. I mean, my fondest memory of Seraphim is me doing Proving Grounds in Waters of Draenor, like Proving Grounds DPS, and just going prop with Seraphim for it. And I was like, I wonder how far I can get, and then on the first try I got to like wave 40 in the first week of the expansion. That was pretty great.
Come on.
I'm on it, but that wasn't me, so...
No.
Well, I love the fact that the first time I actually managed to get to rank 30 on the Proving Grounds in Miss Pandaria, I just went all the way to 57. Spent all this time wiping to get to 30, and then just...
To be fair, like, the Proving Grounds are very much a case of, like, once you get the waves down, and your cooldowns down, it's actually kind of fine most of the time.
Actually, I just realised I don't think that can be right. I don't think I should have got to 7. Just if I recall, it was wave 5 that was the difficult wave, the one where you had the 3 big ones.
I think it was wave 5 or wave 6, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, so I'm not quite sure why I managed. Just that one was like, just for the tank proving ground, eventually you got to the stage where you literally just had to keep running away from the target.
Yeah, that was the only way to do it, Kite.
I still remember it so vividly, like...
Would you like some
raw.
mana, friend?
Nah.
Yeah, thanks.
Nah, sub the major.
Mage's drinking now, so I'm just gonna go.
When do you want Magic World, by the way? Oh, on the way back, I guess? Not...
Yeah, like when
Hey,
we,
Bobby,
when we
right?
get back. Yeah, but yeah, like we take down Bobby separately, we don't kick Jess immediately because of necrotic.
Aha!
So yeah, just don't kick him, just let me stack up the ads first.
And I then spell steal him?
Yeah, you spell steal him at the end. Also means I have to be very careful not to accidentally select him as my primary target for Avenger's Shield. Right, here we go. Magic word.
I love that it took him so long to realise his little brother was dead. Did he ever consider that if he hadn't released his brother, he might still be alive?
Yeah.
And
God.
maybe if he wasn't stood in a corner cheering on his little brother.
Maybe if he was like, oh, I'm up for parole, I'm not gonna do any bullshit.
These guys are about as smart as cultists in D&D. Which are in turn even dumber than the people interrogating them. Like, you know, the cleric and the barbarian that
That was
interrogate
such
these
a fun
cultists.
scene.
I remember marching up to them, trying to get information out of them, like, are you slacking? No? Good! Walks off in the wrong direction. Oh, thank you for the sender. I should have said that I was going to take care of that.
Not like DPS rotation, you can get it anyway.
To be fair, it's not the worst thing in the world if Riot Shield goes off. Because we only have one magic user, so not counting a healer.
Oh, is Right Shield only magic?
Yeah, Riot Shield is...
I'm a magic user too.
No, Chag, that's only when you're owl weaving.
But you know, Riot Shield forces him to leave melee range.
No, it doesn't.
So I meant to have taken something like Ring of Frost.
Ring of Frost would have helped, but probably isn't essential.
Okay.
Right, so let's let Neri do her thing first.
Oh boy. Alright, hear me up.
I dispel the renewed off you though, hot, and the
Alright.
echo of light.
Yep. Alright. Geronimo! Yeah!
I like it how he did actually manage to skip the pack.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Are you through?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, rest of us are
behind the
coming.
spotter, feigning death.
So jealous of the feral stealth.
I'm just amazed that you managed to skip the fucking
Yeah.
pack. Like,
I wasn't
holy
even
shit!
trying to.
I know,
I
like
wasn't even, like being
you
close to the
you
wall.
charged at that pack head on, fully expecting to pull everything, and it was like, yeah, nah, it's only the shooter, by the way. Like, what? It's gonna take the. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna try and get both.
You can do it. I have bursting shot to knock him back.
Might be useful. One more shot. There we go.
Pretty good.
Seems like it went pretty okay. Oh, chill,
Unless
chill,
you're a
chill.
healer.
Ah, it's fine, it's fine.
That was some
Corsair,
good,
you're having a good time, right, Corsair?
not as good a time as Ninen's having.
Oh, yeah, I was having a bet. This is honestly, that wasn't the worst time. The tunnel was the worst time.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, I know that feeling well.
However, we're doing it again.
Bursting shot is back. The cooldown
Nice.
is so short.
Mookin is back.
Should have taken binding shot actually.
Thank you.
That was still good.
Yep, we're good. I was just on 10% health, so like, do I need a bubble? Clearly I didn't.
Hunters have all these interesting tools, and I'm not using any of them because we don't need to. We're like, oh, misdirection!
I mean, if we don't need to, then it doesn't really matter, so.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why certain classes are better, because their tools are actually,
Useful.
Yeah.
I mean, I was asked about, combat res the other day, like, oh yeah, does a combat res make a class good in Mythic Plus? And I was like, well, it's useful to have, but it's not like you're automatically good if you have a combat res. Case in point, Death Knights. Wow. Okay, cancel me. She was literally casting Fuse Lighter, and in my head I was like, I can stone form that. And just while she was casting it, my dummy thick ass just went, stone form.
We are now at the stage where screw the barrels.
Complete mayhem. This fight is not a question of if you lose control, it's a question of when you lose control.
Yeah. How do you do the achievement on this boss? Oh, it's quite simple. You just have high DPS that you nuke it and ignore it. So a lot of these barrels are in the middle, which is not good.
Oh man, I see a safe corner! See? We good.
Amazing how this dungeon is so poorly split in terms of the first two and second two bosses in terms of mob percentage. Even
Have
since
you met our Motherlode route?
Yeah, but I mean that's a sort of deliberate thing. Like this is the intended route, right?
Yeah, true.
And it's still. But I think a lot of it just. Well, I was just say a lot of it comes down to this bit, but even between the second and third is really short, actually.
But yeah, I mean, that's true, but on the other hand, you do still fight a fair bit of trash, and this is just all nuked down with the cannons. The cannons that have had to be changed at several points throughout the expansion because people were just abusing the hell out of it.
See, I'm not quite sure there is really that much. Like, after the third boss, you've got 2 packs on the stairs.
Can someone pull me the wardens, please?
I'll do it with misdirection.
Haha! Yeah, that was actually. Oh, now that you mention it, that's what we actually should have done. I realized on the earlier cannon packs. Because then you have your hunter actually going into the cannon and your tank staying out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just realized that's what we actually should have done. That's my bad for not remembering that.
I mean, again, it's not like we have this class a lot. Also, mobcom was actually perfect.
Nice.
It's almost like we did this place before. Now Cassie gets to see the pain.
Here we go, friends.
I mean, you say that as if I've not done this. I've not done necrotic though.
Wait. What have we pulled?
I don't know.
I've put down green. That's a good place I would stand, Cassia. Because you'll be pushed back into the wall.
Hey buddy, this ain't my first time as arranged.
Yeah, but it's a healer.
Yeah, and
Can we hero, please?
Although in the same vein, it's also my first time healing then.
I'll take it. Actually, clears the debuff as well. That's actually kind of nice.
What, the protection?
Yeah.
Wow.
Clears the Deadeye debuff.
Wow, this feels like the smoothest we've ever done this boss. Like, even smoother than when we've done it on our mains.
Yeah. To be fair, it did help that the Deadeyes all went on the healer.
Oh,
Like,
Well, the person who's in melee range, I guess. Well, it doesn't
Oh,
actually matter where they are. does it?
Pants.
I got another gun. I just got a gun. Go
Oh,
away.
look, I got pants as well.
I didn't
Oh,
get
nice
anything.
trinket.
I got a
Well,
9 Waycrest.
The new dungeon was a breath of fresh air, getting to see the specs in not so easy environments. Metronome for lockpicking might have been good though. Last week we took a look at some of the positives of the specs. This time I've asked the team what they're currently finding to be the worst bits of the spec. What they feel is holding them back. Are we experts? Of course not. But you don't have to be a pro to spot something that you feel could be improved. Starting with the tank at Protection Paladin, it's damage dealt. Mythic Plus is, after all about speed, and whether that damage is from your DPS, tank, or healer, Avatar just beats Avenging Wrath. He also added the lower mitigation uptime, which on the longer pools coming up will be worse. Speaking of damage, that's our Holy Priest issue too, or one of. One of the things that makes Resto Druid so good is its ability to deal a healthy dose of damage and healing at flexible rates, something the Priest just can't do. And then there's the strong party-wide cooldown, something him is not really sufficient for, especially when you compare it to what everyone else has got. Now onto the DPS, and for Feral, it's damage again. There are times the damage is good, but the fights need to be set up for it. It lacked super burst, super AoE, and in Ninan's words, super anything. For our marksmanship hunter, it's zero cleave on 2 targets. It's easy to assume in Mythic Plus that everything is just big pools, but there are pools of all sizes, from single mobs to packs of 2 to AoE ones. The best DPS can cover everything. And lastly, it's arcane for myself. For me, it feels like there is a lack of flexibility. To move, I pretty much have to stockpile a single charge buff or use a slow, clunky presence of mind. Then there is the need to spec for either AoE or single target, lacking the tools to really help with the others. I think all 3 DPS specs are sharing the same issue. They have the DPS sometimes, but not as consistent as the top. Now, since this may be the last challenge for a couple of weeks, let's look at the rankings. As predicted, both myself and our Feral Druid managed to overtake our mains. Our Hunter is catching up on our main Fire Mage, and it looks like in a few more runs she'll actually be our second highest rated character, after her Arcane Mage main. The non-DPS ults still have a way to go, and so they need many more runs, but in the grand scheme we've only run about 5 different dungeons, and none of them are higher than 8. So to compete with our mains, who are 16 or higher on almost all dungeons, it really shows the difference in straws and how little these specs are actually played. As I said, no alt challenge next week, but I'll be starting something new, so see you then, and thanks for watching.